Hello. Welcome back to Engaged and Divorced,
where I wear the rings.
And I'm trying to figure out these damn things.
Today is an exciting episode because it is the first episode of 2023.
Woo!
And we're back to our normal schedule.
Yes.
Hopefully.
We are back to our normal schedule now. Every Friday, new episodes will be up. So thanks for your patience with that. Mm-hmm. The holidays are kind of crazy with that.
Yeah,
but
they are.
We're back to normal, feeling better. Everything's better.
Yeah, for sure.
We're good.
And now we're at the point of the year where there's nothing to look forward to for a while.
I know.
And you just have to stay positive because the weather sucks.
I wish that we could I wish it was normal to keep up Christmas lights.
Yeah.
From, November to December to April.
Yeah. We haven't taken ours down yet.
Yeah. I just wish collectively as a world, we could come together and be like, there's nothing else to look forward to, so let's keep our lights up. It makes the snow more magical.
Yeah.
And it's been snowing a lot.
It has. It's been a crazy winter over here.
Yeah. I did Uber Eats for the first time last week. I made pretty good money. I'm going to do a whole video about it. So if you're curious about it, I'm going to do that on my YouTube channel. But it was snowing all week while I was doing it. So the tips were actually pretty good, but I think it's because
no one else is willing to do it.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm not going to drive. If the roads are bad, I'm like, screw that. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. It depends on how bad they are. Sometimes it's not worth it, but
yeah, but they usually do tip better.
Yeah. So it's 2023, which means we need to do a reflection of the last year and where we're going, where we're headed.
Wow. It's
what
been
a
quite
year.
the year.
So 2022, we started this podcast with the words of our podcast. Kiley was engaged and I was divorced. So Kiley got married in 2022 and I got divorced in 2022. So it's been a pretty significant year for both of us.
It has been. If you think of it that way.
When I think of the year with the most change, it would have to be 2022.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's how can 2023 top that? I mean, I hope it's happier times for me, but
yeah,
for you,
I have better vibes about this year than last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a good feel. I don't want to jinx anything. I'm not going to say anything.
You can't be like 2023 is my year.
And I don't believe in the my year thing, but I just have a lot of I don't know. I'm excited for the year.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful myself.
I think it will be a good one. But I'm not going to say anything. So
it's just kind of been one big blur since COVID.
Pretty much.
2020 to 2022 was just what's happening? Nobody knows what year it is.
Yeah, I feel finally this year is okay, guys, we can move on.
Yeah. Because
last year it was still some things were closed. Some people are still taking it seriously. And then vaccines. And I feel this year's the first year that's more quote unquote normal.
The world is opened up again.
Right.
For now.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing else happens. But
yeah.
For now.
Okay.
So I came up with some of these questions that we're going to talk about. And then Kiley had the brilliant idea to do New Year's predictions. So predictions for 2023 for us and for the world.
Which we might get something right. We might get everything wrong. Who knows? That's the whole point of our prediction.
What if we were psychics?
Yeah,
we didn't know until this podcast.
Yeah. Just to make note, we're recording this on January 5th, 2023.
Yep. It's not going to be up till January 14th, 13th.
Yeah. Oh, well. You'll see it eventually. Okay. Well, we're going to start by talking about 2022, and then we'll talk about 2023 in the new year. So,
first off, how was 2022 for all of you?
Yeah.
What was the highlight of 2022 for you? I want to hear all about your year. If you had hard times, we want to hear that too. We just want to kind of hear a summary of your own life. And as we're answering these questions, feel free to answer them for yourself or to reflect on them personally. If you're listening to this, but you're just kind of listening to listen, just reflect on these questions for your own life and see where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Name one new thing you tried this year.
Podcasting.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. This was really... It doesn't even look like it's that complicated, and it's not once we figured it out, we were fine.
Yeah.
Editing takes 2 hours sometimes, but it was really the setup of it. Just setting these up. This took us all day to do this. Just because neither of us had any experience with this. And that is what like deterred me from doing it for such a long time. I was kind of just nervous. I'm like, what kind of equipment do I need? What do I like? What do I do? And if you're like just starting out, I wouldn't even recommend having like a real podcast setup like this. Like Kylie and her friend Jamie have their own podcast as well.
Yeah,
Historia.
When we started, we got like really cheap mics. it sounds like we're underwater, but it slowly gets better because we like bought better programs to use, and then we got these mics. So, but the first few episodes, we were just like, we want to start a podcast. Let's just have fun, and so. You can do it.
Honestly, that's what I always recommend to people too. When people ask like, what do I do to start a YouTube channel, or what do I do to do this? I'm like, just do it. Mm-hmm. Like, don't worry about having like all the right equipment. But for me, I'm such a like snob when it comes to like quality, like sound quality, especially. So I was like, we're going to invest in these mics. And it's been a good investment. There's dust on here, but it's okay. Aww. I need to dust off our equipment.
My gosh. Oh no.
But yeah, podcasting. It's been really fun. I'm really excited to see where this podcast goes in the new year. What about you? What's something new that you tried?
Teaching online / starting my own business, I guess. Kind of just like all of that together. Mm-hmm. I guess I never really saw myself as that. We talked about it on here before, but I never saw myself as like the like start your own business type person. I don't like the word entrepreneur. So, but I've never thought of myself that way. And I kind of just took a risk and I'm doing it. And it's a slow process, but like I've really trying to like believe in myself and like, I have goals set for the new year about it, but I think that was probably the new thing that I tried was just like trying something new in my career and realizing that it's much better.
Yeah.
So.
And it's growing.
It is.
Tell everybody how much money you made.
Oh my gosh. Not to flex, but this has been my most successful week as an online teacher. I teach theater classes online and I made $300 from one class with 4 kids. So
and how long was the class? Like an hour?
40 minutes. So that's kind of...
Let's clap for Kylie.
Yeah. Oh. To all the haters. No, I'm just kidding.
I want to thank my haters.
But it's not like that all the time. And so
yeah.
A lot of times it's like I'll make $20, So yeah. That's kind of, something I'm learning is being flexible with that and just trying to find new ways to make money. So I feel like that was something new that I did rather than relying on one career. Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Pick 3 words to describe this past year. I did this on my Instagram. Let me see what I said.
Growth, rediscovery / rebirth, and peace. Because I feel like in the last few months of 2022, I really found peace.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to discover.
So it's been like this all year.
Yeah.
Just an up and down roller coaster.
Yeah.
But now it's starting to kind of like even out a little bit.
Okay.
Like it's still up and down sometimes. Just the other day I had like a mental breakdown just thinking about my marriage. And I was like, it's crazy that I'm 19 months out from leaving and I'm still struggling. I mean, it's not crazy because grief isn't linear,
Right.
I guess sometimes I just feel like I'm like over it, but I'm not. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to take probably the rest of my life to kind of work through it. Yeah, like it'll probably pop up in random times.
There's going to be things that remind you of it, and that's normal and fine.
Yeah. What about your words?
Growth, change, and love. So I say love because I've gone to like 17 weddings last year. Not really, but it was a lot of weddings. And so I feel like love was just a big theme.
And your wedding, obviously.
Yeah, my wedding. Change, obviously, like new job and then getting married, buying a house, like renting a house. But like all of those changes, getting another dog.
It should have been broke.
Yeah, no money. Growth, just like personal growth. I feel like this has been a year where I've really been able to focus on myself and like get to know myself, which has been cool because usually I just ignore myself.
Yeah.
Sounds crazy, but I don't really give myself a time of day. I distract myself with other things. So that's something that I worked on throughout the end of the year. So
great.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And broke. Yeah, for sure. That'd be the 4th word. Highlight of the year.
Highlight of the year.
The highlight of my year is getting married, obviously. I would say that's
really
pretty
top
important. Yeah. So it's
What was the
probably
highlight of your wedding?
Ooh. I loved that people had fun because, like, I feel like when you're planning a wedding, you're either doing it to make it good for the couple or good for the guests. And I feel like we really focused on the guests and we wanted them to have a good time. So we like had a good playlist and different things like that. You know, they could walk around wherever they want to go. So I love that like people are still like, that was the best wedding ever. And that they had a good time.
It's made me feel really insecure because I'm like, if I ever get married again, there's no way it's going to be as cool as yours. I might as well just get eloped.
Hey, I actually would recommend that, but
It's cheaper.
yeah, and easier.
Um,
What about dating? Do you think that was a highlight? Just like getting to know different people?
I mean, yeah, I think it's definitely helped with like my rediscovering of myself and my personal growth too.
Yeah.
Is kind of like dating, and you get to know yourself a lot better when you date around. You really figure out like who you are and what you want and what you won't tolerate.
For sure.
So yeah, I mean, there's been some like crazy dating stories and situations of 2022, but I would say like, yeah, that was probably a highlight. Finding myself again in that way.
Love that for you.
Thanks.
Cheers. We have
Cheers to our coffee.
we have a Starbucks girl and a Dunkin' girl.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Dunkin', and she doesn't really like Starbucks.
I like Starbucks, but there's nothing like the sweet flavor of Dunkin' iced coffee
In the morning.
Yeah. Ooh. My dogs love it too. When I say, want to get coffee? They like freak out because I know that means they get whipped cream. It's really cute.
Oh, yeah.
What beliefs do you hold now that you didn't hold a year ago?
This one takes a lot of thought.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I can think of is like just a belief in myself, which sounds crazy, but like I feel like I'm at a point now where I'm like, I can do anything. But like a year ago today, I was probably like, oh gosh, I can't do it. Like, this is hard. Life is hard. So I feel like that's really probably where my belief has grown, just in myself. It sounds really cheesy.
No, it's not cheesy at all.
That's just what I can think of.
It's the most important relationship we have.
It's true.
And yeah, that's a huge like weight off your back too.
Yeah.
When you feel that way about yourself.
For sure.
I guess mine would just be there are good people in the world, specifically good guys.
Yeah.
You know, we hear a lot of like negative stories a lot, but there are gems out there. There are like great people, and just, I don't know. I've realized the importance of just like how amazing community is and how needed it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that go their whole life without like having friends, and they think they don't need them, or they think they don't need the community around them.
Yeah.
But really we do. Like, we were made for community. And I really realized that in the last year more than ever. It's just like I would be at a totally different place without my people in my life. And not in a good place.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
And it's okay to reach out for help too.
Yeah.
It's another one. It's hard for me to like call somebody and tell them how I'm actually feeling, or invite somebody over if I'm like crying. But like, people want to be there for you when you're down and when you're low. And we just feel like we're such a burden, or that people don't actually care. Not true at all. People really do.
Yeah.
Just give them the opportunity to, and they'll show you.
I like it. There you go. So what are you looking forward to most in the new year?
I am looking forward to stepping outside of my comfort zone even more. There's some things that I feel like I've needed to do for a while, and I haven't, just out of fear or like lack of confidence in myself. And then also there's like certain aspects of my life that I just feel like I have never had to like face head on. Like financial is one, because when I was married, my ex pretty much took care of like everything financially, honestly. Like, he paid all the bills, he did all the things. And so all of that is like foreign to me. I'm like 32 learning how to be an adult. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to growing more in that and learning more things.
Cool. I like it.
What about you?
I'm looking forward to making my business a full-time thing. And I'm not saying like, I want it to be a full-time. It will be. So that's what I've been talking about with my coach. We're like, it's going to happen.
Do you have a life coach?
No, just like a coach for the online teaching. She's like really successful in it, so she's really helpful.
That's cool. So you have like a mentor.
Yeah, so she kind of just goes through my classes and is like, try this, and then it always works out.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, she's awesome. And there's also a community, so we like have meetings once in a while, so it's like having coworkers. But I think that's like my ultimate goal this year is to just feel the freedom of like, that's actually my word of the year. I think that was one of the questions, but like, I want the life of freedom where I can just like choose my hours and work way less than, I have before. And I think like that's kind of the ultimate goal. And I'm not usually like focused on success. Like I feel like this episode makes it sound like I'm like money, success, work.
No.
But I think at this point in my life, as I'm trying to figure out my career, like this is a really good year to grow it so that I can afford things like children and so that I can like be happy with where I'm at and just like try new things. So
are you thinking a 2023 pregnancy or a 2024?
Just kidding.
She winked for those of you that kind of see.
I'm not gonna say anything specific, but I'm going off of birth control in July. So
I thought you couldn't be pregnant for the end of the year because you're going on a trip with your friend.
I am, but
you promised her.
I'm going off of birth control. My friend actually educated me. Caitlin, if you're watching this, love you. But she educated me on like the importance of getting off of birth control for a little bit and like letting your hormones get back to normal before you try. So preferably I don't want to get pregnant till the end of the year, but we're waiting till at least then.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to say.
So it could happen. It could happen and right after you get off the birth control.
It could happen. And if I have to go to Disneyland pregnant, whatever. Just kidding. I'm not going to go if I'm pregnant. That would not work out well.
No.
Since I said my word of the year is freedom, do you have a word of the year?
I had a word of the year that I thought of yesterday and I already forgot it. I should have written it down. This is my life. It'll come to me.
Okay.
As I'm editing this probably. So I'll just write it on the screen if it comes to me. But I did think of a word and then
it's gone.
Yeah. And that's gone.
I always forget by the end of the year. I'm like, what word did I choose? So
yeah. I used to be like every single year I'd be like, I'd write, I'd find out my word and I would focus on it all the time. But this year I've just been really more relaxed with it. Cause I'm trying not to do like specific things because what I've come to find out is I can get really discouraged of doing anything at all when I like set these big goals for myself. It's been like that every year with like YouTube and stuff. I'll be like, I need this many subscribers by this amount of time. And then when you don't hit it, you just feel like a failure. So
yeah, that's true.
I feel like this year I'm really just trying to like be present and not think about the past or future so much, which is really hard for me, but to like live in the moment.
Okay.
And to find joy in like the small things. I saw this on Facebook, I think. It looks like it's from Twitter or something, but it says, genuinely, the best thing I ever did for myself was start treating the world like I'm a benevolent alien. Everything is so beautiful and people are so cool and food is so delicious and helping other people is fun. You can live so vibrantly. And then I love the response that this person made to this comment. They said, I had a French professor once who said if you just did something like going to the supermarket and experienced it fully without the goggles of habit and categories, you would go crazy with pure sense and joy. I think about it all the time.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
So that honestly, like,
that's the goal.
That's how I describe. Sorry, I got out of your notes. That's how I describe or how I feel about this upcoming year. Like, I just want to be more present and I want to like experience the joy of the little things instead of like worrying so much and being so stressed about everything. I just want to like be present.
That's good. Cool. Yeah. What were we gonna? Oh, advice. Do you have any advice for yourself for 2023?
Give yourself grace. You're doing the best you can.
I like it.
What's yours?
Just keep swimming. Just keep
Wise
going.
words. Wise words.
I give up on things easily, so I just want to say,
Me too.
just keep doing it.
Why did
It's
we
gonna
do
be
that?
okay because we set unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about.
That personality test that we did a whole episode on, Kylie and I are like really similar when it comes to like work.
Yeah,
It's interesting. I feel like if we worked in the same work environment, we would probably have the same struggles.
yeah,
But like, yeah, that's what I do too. I set unrealistic expectations and then I just stress myself out.
yeah. I'm very set on numbers. Like I have to get this amount by this time, and like, just relax, girl.
Yeah.
Just relax. It's gonna be okay.
None of it matters in the end either once we
No.
die. Like that's what I think
No.
about all the time. I'm like, who's going to care about the fact that my video has, 10,000 views or whatever? Like who gives a crap? People are going to remember me for the way I treated others and the way I made them feel. And the impact I made, not like the numbers.
I actually want to explore more Colorado this year
Yeah.
because I've been here my whole life, but I feel like there's so many things I haven't seen.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of like the top of my list. So I guess my advice is go explore, girl.
Take a staycation.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay, so we answered all the questions.
And now we're going to predict the year.
Our predictions for 2023. Drum roll.
I'm scared to put anything out in the world.
I know. I almost don't want to say anything at all.
We could do positive things.
Gas prices are going up again. In the last week, it's been like 50 cents a gallon more.
Oh yeah,
It's increased so much in just 1 week. I'm like,
know.
oh, stop rising.
it was
Stop
down for a bit too. Well, on a more positive note,
There's nothing positive about these predictions.
do you think that student loans will be canceled?
I don't know.
I'm really relying on Daddy Joe, but we'll see.
How long does it take to get these things in action?
It was supposed to happen like this week, so
And it still hasn't.
it's still being passed. So I'm not feeling super hopeful, but it would literally like change all of our lives. Everyone who's gone to college. So
Yeah.
please help.
Does it help people who are going into college in the future too, or just the
Mhm.
past?
I think it's in the future too.
Um,
But all these people who've paid off their loans are against it because they had to work for it.
yeah.
I'm like, okay, don't you want better for the next?
No, because
Group
everything
of
has to be
people.
fair.
I know. Doesn't make any sense, but anyway, I think eventually, I would say like maybe middle of the year, we'll hear about the loans being canceled. I'm being positive. It's going to happen.
Okay.
Just knock on wood.
I think it's going to snow until the end of May.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy winter.
It's supposed to be like the craziest winter we've had in like 100 years. So I'm just going to go off of that prediction and say, yeah, because it's been snowing so much.
And summer's going to be extremely hot and terrible and gross.
But if this is the coldest year we've had, wouldn't summer be a little bit cooler?
That's true because in the past few years, summer's been miserable because we haven't had winter. So maybe this will be a good summer.
Maybe we won't be sweating profusely while
I hope
recording
not.
the podcast.
I don't have AC. I need a good outcome here.
Maybe by then I will have a house.
I think I'm predicting that. I was going to predict that you will have your own house this year and your kids can go run in the fields.
I'm going to have a house right by the field.
I think
I feel like at the end of the year, like December,
yeah,
I'll be like starting to start that process of moving.
I think so too.
I think it's going to take me like a full year to like really get enough money.
Yeah.
Get all my ducks in a row.
I think I'm being psychic.
I think Basil's going to get a raise. Or he's going to
Ooh.
get promoted.
Okay. I like that what you're thinking.
Basil's Kylie's husband, by the way, for those of you that don't know.
I just pulled out a huge chunk of hair.
Oh, no. I predict hair loss for you.
It's normal to lose 100 strands of hair a day.
I
So
lose
my
way more
hairdresser
than
told
that. Every time I brush my hair, like it's like clumps.
When I shower, it's like, bye, I'm leaving.
I predict that you're going to cut your hair.
Yeah, like literally next week.
But I want this length.
I like my length, but I am like, I need a change.
Yeah.
Or I'll just like dye it again. I don't know.
I really like how you have like the blonde piece.
Do you think I should just add more blonde?
I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is.
Yeah, but it's like fading out.
You could lighten it up a little.
Yeah, I think I would just like do basically what I did last time, but it will be lighter now.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know.
Never let me cut my hair ever again, because every time I cut it, even if it's just a little bit, I get so sad. Like right now, my hair feels too short for me.
It's cute. It's a cute length.
But it's too short for me.
It looks cute with the curl.
I was thinking about dyeing my hair blue, but everyone reminded me of why that's a terrible idea, because it never comes out. So if I do anything, it'll probably be like a pink and purple combination.
Oh, I'm here for
like
that.
Like a unicorn without the blue.
I'm here for it.
Are you?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. What are the predictions we got going on?
I think Jude's going to want to learn an instrument.
Jude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the drums. I could see him being like, I want to learn the drums.
I could see him playing the drums.
Yeah.
For sure. Both the kids are in karate now.
Yeah.
They're loving it.
Love that.
They're both in serious relationships.
Yeah. Got a serious dating life.
Oh my gosh. Eden's boyfriend, I say in quotation marks, is like such a hopeless romantic. It's ridiculous. I'm like, how is this kid so in tune with his emotions already? They like write notes to each other and I read them. It's like, my gosh. He's like, mi amor. You are the stars in my sky. I'm like, how do I find a guy like this? I want love letters like this. It's so cute.
Maybe I'll get a love letter this year.
Maybe I will.
I think someone will get pregnant.
Oh my God.
Someone in the world. Just kidding. Someone we know personally will be pregnant this year.
So either
that's not already pregnant right now.
Okay. I mean, I know a few people that are trying, so yeah, I could see that being
like one of our friends or
you.
Maybe.
Not me.
Yeah. Let's hope not.
If I get pregnant, I'll give you the baby.
Just kidding. You'll give me the baby.
What is that term they use when you get pregnant? But it's like, isn't it called like a bastard child or something?
What?
I know.
Bastard child?
I'm technically one. Mom and
Get
Dad weren't married when they conceived me. I'm a bastard child.
I don't really like that term.
Yeah, me neither.
There's going to be an unexpected trip that we have to go somewhere.
Are you saying like a death?
No. We just decided to go somewhere.
Who's we?
You and me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to say I feel like a solo trip brewing.
Ugh.
Because like I'm single. These are the years I'm supposed to go on solo trips.
Or go on another one
and do all the things. By then you'll be pregnant. And we won't
I can leave my kid here.
So maybe, yeah. As long as they're not attached to the boob.
I don't know what that was. Any other predictions?
Dude, I don't even know what's going to happen later on today. It's hard to predict what the year's going to bring.
I feel like a celebrity is going to change their gender identity.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. There's a lot of celebrities. I thought you were going to be like, I feel like a celebrity is going to come visit us.
Yeah. I feel like our podcast will be at 3 mil subscribers by the end of the year.
I feel like we're going to have a celebrity on our show. Just speaking into existence.
Okay. I better clean my house before then.
Oh, I predict I'm going to be going to a Shania Twain concert.
I predict I'm going to go to Lizzo.
That's exciting. That'll be an exciting year. Just because we get to see our favorite music artists.
Yeah. How cool. It's going to be awesome. Well, I think that's all.
That's all you have for the world too?
I don't know. I'm not good at predicting things.
The housing market's going to completely crash and everyone's going to be homeless.
Well, yeah. That's already happening.
It's so frustrating because I just saw, as I was scrolling Facebook yesterday, I saw that they're building a ton of like multi-million-dollar houses on really nice, just pretty land, like in like Castle Rock area, like Douglas County.
Of course.
And it's so frustrating because it's like, we already can't afford to live in this state. Why are you building more houses for the wealthy?
Yeah. It's pathetic, honestly.
It's really like maddening because how are any of us supposed to afford to live? I think I'm going to have to get a roommate if I do move out. So I'm going to predict having a roommate.
All these houses over here they just made in my area, $1 million homes. Have you been in those areas?
No, I have not.
It's really nice. There's like apartments on this side or like
they're brand new,
but those are expensive too. Yeah, they're like pretty new houses and like they're like
that's weird because this area you would never predict there to be multi-million-dollar houses in this area.
This street isn't, but then you turn the corner. That's how Colorado is. It's like it's one area. It's not like one area super nice. It's like nice street.
Well, that's what's turning into at least because when our parents, first moved here 31 years ago or whatever, it was like everybody was like the same class almost.
Yeah.
And it was a much smaller town. It was like 100,000 people or something. Now it's grown so much. There's so much traffic. Anyways.
Wow. Who knew?
So yeah, roommate for me if I'm going to live on my own. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to afford it. Mm-hmm. But you never know. Maybe we'll get our first sponsor on the podcast this year.
HelloFresh. Yeah, maybe. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll have a new friend. Like a new close friend. What?
The way you worded that was just like, maybe by the end of the year, I'll have a friend. It's like
a new friend.
I'll have a little friend.
Like, I feel like true friends are harder to get as you get older.
Oh, very much so.
At the end of the year, I might have like a solid new friend.
Well, because like most of your besties live far away.
Yeah. It's really hard to like meet people when you're an adult.
You were on Bumble BFF for a while, weren't you?
Yeah. It's too hard to keep track of. I forgot to reply to people. I don't like texting. It's a little tricky. Maybe I'll get back on Bumble BFF this year and meet a friend group.
Be cool. Do you have time for more friends? Because I
Always.
don't. Always? You have more time for friends? Your life is crazy. You work a lot of jobs.
I want a friend that will just like hang out in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
Just in the afternoon.
Like
an afternoon delight?
No, just where you could be like, hey, you want to go to lunch? And they're like, yeah, sure. Like, I need a friend that's available.
Well,
like
why
that.
can't you ask me? I'm always available.
That's true.
I could be your little friend.
My little friend. Is that what you say?
Well, when you said friend, I was just thinking like little friend. I don't know. It's just so weird how you worded that.
Oh, I'll probably have another dog at the end of the year.
Please don't. I have to keep convincing her not to. 2 is enough. You don't need any more.
One of us is going to have another pet at the end of the year.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. It's a big responsibility.
It is.
What are you guys predicting for your life in 2023? And what are you predicting for the world?
Yeah.
Especially if you're like somebody in a profession who like has the inside scoop. Let us know.
Heck yeah.
We don't want to be surprised. Okay?
Yeah, no, I don't want any. That's the thing about this year. I don't want any surprises.
I saw somebody post something and it was like, may this year be totally precedented. May it totally be not surprising. May it be boring. All these things, like all these, because everyone's always like, new year, new me, which I hate that, but like, like this is my year to shine and I'm gonna like change the world. And it's like, I'd rather just have like a boring year.
Yeah, I don't want anything too crazy. Please, please, please.
I just want it to be calm.
I want all the positivity imaginable.
But this is life, and none of us are promised tomorrow. So
yeah,
it's kind of that. Love your loved ones.
Just don't touch anything. Like walk into the new year, don't touch anything. Hands to yourself. We'll be fine. I'm just hoping
don't take any risks.
A happier year for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I predict myself making more music this year.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I think that's all I have.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Thank you guys for being here for this podcast. We just couldn't do this without you, literally. And even though this is a fairly new podcast, I'm really excited to see how it grows in the new year.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have any ideas for us on topics that we want to talk about this year or anything like that.
Yeah. If you have anything you want us to discuss, let us know.
For sure.
I think it'd also maybe be kind of fun to like somehow get our viewers as guests on the show too.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Or to at least like highlight different comments and things.
Mm-hmm.
Some way to get you guys like more involved in this. I don't know. We're going to do some
Could do like stories that they can send in.
Oh, yeah.
Dating stories or like just any, I don't know, depending on the topic.
Yeah.
Can be like, send us stories about blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So we're actually, after this, we're going to write down what we're going to do for the rest of the month. So, so yeah.
Yeah.
We better go so we can do that. Just kidding.
Thanks for listening. I hope you guys are having a great 2023 so far.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see you all next
week.
Friday.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful week. We'll see you then.
All right. Bye.
Bye.